What is happening, troops? In today's video we'll be breaking down the best shooting tips for Arma Reforger PvP to help you wipe entire squads and dominate the battlefield. From sensitivity settings to weapon mastery and tactical squad play, these tips will give you the edge in every firefight. Let's go! Before we dive into the details, let's start with sensitivity settings. This is the foundation of your accuracy like any FPS game. On screen now you can see my current sensitivity settings. I'm still working on tweaking them as my muscle memory improves. The key I would say is to start low for more precise crosshair movement, especially when aiming down sights. Over time, as you get more comfortable, you can make gradual adjustments to what works best for you. Sensitivity settings are obviously highly personal, so experiment until you feel completely in control. The next thing would be weapon choice and customization. So you've got the settings out of the way, we can get into more of the details, and that is starting with the weapon choice. Your weapons should match your role and playstyle. So for example, if you're playing as the Russians, you can upgrade the AK's standard 30 round magazine to an RPK mag, and that has 45 round capacity. This makes it much easier to handle multiple enemies without reloading mid-fight. My go-to would be a suppressor, which is great for stealth, but will reduce muscle velocity, making it harder to hit moving targets at longer ranges. For support roles, consider using tracer rounds. These help your squad focus fire and confuse enemies during firefights. Ultimately, your weapon is an extension of your own strategy, so choose wisely and always think ahead when selecting your loadouts. Now that sensitivity is covered and you've got your weapon, it would be time to look at weapon zeroing, one of the most overlooked features in Arma Reforger. By default, many weapons come preset with long range zeroing. For example, the AK zeros at 450 meters as standard, which is great for long range engagements, but not ideal for close quarters. At shorter ranges, you'll need to aim lower around the waist to hit your target accurately. For close quarters control, adjust your zeroing down to around 100 to 200 meters using the D-pad. This simple adjustment ensures that your shots land exactly where you're aiming, no matter the distance. Master this and you'll notice an immediate improvement on your accuracy. Next up would be single shot versus full auto. Arma Reforger isn't your typical run and gun shooter, so knowing when to use single shot or full auto is pretty important. For medium to long range engagements, always stick to single shot. Controlled, precise fire conserves ammo and ensures you land your shots. Full auto, on the other hand, should only be used in close quarters combat, where every second counts. Even then, fire in burst shots to maintain control. Switching between these modes based on your distance to the enemy is one of the simplest ways to improve your effectiveness in PvP. We're going to take it up a level here on this next point, and that would be understanding your environment and the ballistics or game mechanics within Arma Reforger. Accuracy in Arma isn't just about your aim, it's about how you interact with the environment and how the game's ballistic system works. First off, use cover effectively. Avoid sprinting into engagements, and if your stamina is low, crouch or go prone to recover. You'll notice you're low on stamina when your player is breathing heavily. When your stamina recovers, it will reduce the aim down sights sway and drastically improve your accuracy. Lying prone near objects can even auto brace your weapon for precise shots as well. Next, consider ballistic drop-off. Unlike most FPS games, bullets in Arma Reforger have realistic travel physics. This means they lose velocity and drop over distance. At medium to long ranges, you'll need to aim slightly above your target to compensate for this. The further the target, the higher you'll need to aim. Material penetration is another critical factor. Bullets lose damage and accuracy when passing through objects like fences, walls, or even foliage. A thin wooden wall might stop some bullets outright, while heavier calibers can punch right through. Use this knowledge to either stay behind proper cover or to surprise enemies who think they might be safe. This guide is about PvP and shooting tactics, so let's look at a specific strategy. This one's called the hammer and anvil strategy. When attacking an enemy base, Coordination and teamwork are crucial. One of the most effective strategies that you can use in Arma is the hammer and anvil strategy, so this is how it works. If you're in a squad of 6, divide into 2 teams of 3. The first team becomes the Anvil, acting as the main attacking force. Their job is to engage the enemy head on and fix their attention. The second team becomes the Hammer, circling around the enemy base to flank from the rear. On the signal from the Anvil team initiating the attack, this could be a flare, it could be simply firing their weapons. The Hammer team then strikes from behind, catching the enemy off guard and creating chaos in their defence. The 2 squads then converge in the centre, clearing the base and immediately establish a 360-degree perimeter around all known spawn points. This ensures total control of the area and prepares for any counter-attacks. At its essence, this strategy disorients the enemy, minimises casualties and ensures maximum efficiency when capturing bases. Communication and timing are key to executing it perfectly. And there you have it, my top shooting tips for dominating Arma Reforger when it comes to PvP, from fine-tuning the sensitivity to coordinating squad attacks. These strategies will help you land more kills and wipe entire squads. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to hit the like and subscribe for more Arma Reforger content, and you can let me know in the comments which tip helped you most, or share your own tips to help the community as well. And as always, I'll see you on the battlefield.